Living in a country where our rights should be equal. Just because I'm gay don't make me less equal, less. Hey, y'all, it is your friend Judge Javante, the Hollywood hero, and we have made it through the storm, child.
And we've won another battle. The war might not be over, but we won another battle. Thank you, Jesus.
Hurricane Beryl came through and did her big one, child, but by the way it looked, you would have thought it was Beryl, Cheryl, and Daryl, okay? And they all went feral.
Oh, this guy stinks.
Anywho, today we are here to talk about something very near and dear to my heart, as you all know. Even though I'm not a drag race channel, I have made several videos about it. Kind of crazy, right? But today we are here to talk about Drag Race Season 16. And what a season it is, baby. As I tend to, I'm going to get into the good, the great, the gaggy, and just give my general thoughts on this season. And without further ado, let's get into it. Before I say anything, I really wanted to let the recency bias die down, and it's been about 3 months since the season has aired. That being said, season 16 is probably the best season since season 12. Season 9, if I'm being frank here. When it comes to the whole Raider Queen and immunity twist, I don't think that they use it to its fullest potential. However, it really was a welcome wrinkle in the fabric that was season 16. I enjoyed that, it kind of changed up the fact that you may have to introduce more of a strategic route for your time on the main season of Drag Race. I always say that, the strategy for Drag Race's main season is just to be damn good at the game and give the judges what they're asking for. Otherwise, there's no really strategy or like too many mind games to it. Now, All Stars, of course, you have to play the social game. You have to do lipsticks, all of this. And so kind of bringing that into the main season, it was really a welcome addition. And it didn't take too much away from the whole experience. So I would like to see it come back next season and just, do a little tweaks, hammer it out. Y'all got this. Y'all got this. Y'all have the right idea. The bones are there. My next point, my favorite challenges on Drag Race are the challenges where they have to either do a girl group or write a verse. Anything dealing with music and spitting a hot 16, I'm all here for it. And I do think there was an excess of those types of challenges on this season, and I loved it. There also was an excess of design challenges. I think there were at least 3 or 4. And while that's not my bread and butter, I didn't mind it, especially because the way that they went about these design challenges, they added a new twist onto it. Of course, you're always going to get a ball with a specific theme for that season. You can expect that. However, when it came to the goth look or the dollhouse challenge, I feel like these were ways to give you what you expect from a standard season of Drag Race. However, let's add another, like I say, wrinkle into the fabric of the season. And that's what really added a lot of character to it. Now it's time to get into the real meat and potatoes. Those were really the only 2 things that I could, have a nitpick or say something about as far as the season is concerned. Now for the greatness of the season. And to start off, what makes the season other than the cast? I think this was a superb lineup of girls that they chose from different places. I love that they're starting to, pick from more down south people like Miami. I know y'all don't consider Florida part of the South because it is a parallel universe, one to our own, that also exists within our time space continuum. You know what I'm saying? However, I love that they're choosing from other places that are not, New York, Connecticut, Chicago, all of these big hubs for drag and, like the stereotypical things. And because of that, this cast has so much flavor. You have what was most pleasing to me, at least 4 black contestants. I just always love to see us in the room, baby. Somehow, I don't know if RuPaul foresaw this or World of Wonder foresaw this, but I think this was the best group of girls to use as the introductory cast when it came to MTV. They were fresh. They were ready to give you the ooh ah ahs, the da da das, and the drama mom. And it just all coalesced to make a spectacle of a season. And I mean that in the very best way possible. I think this cast of queens really puts the race that is Drag Race to its fullest potential.
Wow. Race?
This is what Drag Race is about. It's about bringing girls together who are not necessarily, the greatest at every aspect of drag, but the aspects of drag that they are truly strong in and are truly experts in, when it's their time to showcase and utilize that, they're going to give you a motherfucking show. I mean, we have, just to name a few, we have Mirage and her talent show. She made such a big impact on her one episode, well, two episodes, that, she is, first in line for All Stars, quite honestly, I think. Maya Iman LePage, even though she was in the bottom 50, 11 times, every time that you looked at her in the bottom, you were entertained. You were fixated. You like, whether you were on the side of this girl needs to go home already or fight queen fight, which, that's me, baby. But it just, there was something for everybody. And speaking of something for everybody, the Lollapalooza this season, I think this was one of the best produced things that the World of Wonder team has put out. The absolute scale, the production value, the song choices, the camera work, the matchup, it just, everything came together. The stars aligned on that night. They knew that they wanted to make history, and that they did.
Went into the Disney Channel building and I sat down with the president of Disney Channel and I said, I want to make history. And that's what this is.
I feel like the Lollapalooza gave a chance for everybody to be redeemed in a sense. And while I think a lot of these girls probably will be coming back on a very soon All-Star season, I think that it gave them enough redemption and also exposure within that moment to say, hey, I can take what I have learned here and the eyes that I have gotten on me from Drag Race and take this and go out into the world and grow my craft and hone my skills and really go out there and bloom rather than come back in 2 seconds, and it just be, oh girl, you added a new liner on. That's really cute. If any of these girls want to come back for All Stars, I would be all for it because I enjoyed them that damn much. My last point when it comes to the great tier is just going to be the fact that till the very end, I mean, till the absolute last second, it was a battle for the crown. And I don't even mean just the lip sync. From the first episode, I had my front runners in mind. However, out of said front runners, I'm like, this person could win for this reason. I could see RuPaul giving them the crown for this reason. They also have such a great storyline, so I could see it build into this. And this is what it's all about to me. I think the seasons where No Shade, such as the previous one, where we're all waiting around for somebody to just be handed their crown, no shade to anybody who, is on that cast, but it's just not as enticing. It doesn't draw you in. It doesn't keep you as engaged as you would like. For context, I watched this season spoiler free. The previous season, I watched it having, accidentally stumbled upon Reddit. And even if I hadn't stumbled upon Reddit, I probably could have told you that Sasha Coppola was going to win this season. However, season 16, I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. And I'm going to use this moment to just highlight specifically Sophia Cristal. You are the moment. You are mother. Nymphia Wind, I love you as well. This is probably my favorite top two in a long time. Both of these queens, I don't know, there's such love in my heart. As soon as Saphira and Nymphia both walked in on their respective premieres, I was instantly mesmerized. Like I was, captured by the screen, by their presence. And to see them end up as the final two, it was honestly no shock to me. I'm so glad that Nymphia not only broke the curse of, Snatch Game and Asian competitors, but overall became the first East Asian winner of a main series. And that's that's big. That's big. And it's not, just given. She fought for that and she fought hard. And I just y'all are the moments, okay? And I have very mixed thoughts on the lip sync for the crown format simply because, I think sometimes somebody can come with not as great of a track record who may have been, sailing by through the competition or not giving it their all as much as somebody who has a higher track record. But this lip sync for the crown, it is one that I go back and watch daily, even 3 months later. It is so, it's very that. That's all I can say. All right, y'all. Now we are at the gaggy tier where I give, what may be unhinged to some, but my overall commentary. One, I loved the fact that this season, at least from a bird's eye view, me being the bird, it did not give a whole lot of riggery. Now, I know some people have thoughts about the political episode, the one that was for your consideration. And a lot of people are like, oh, this episode just shouldn't have been. But if we wouldn't have gotten that episode, we wouldn't have gotten one of the best verses in Drag Race history. And I do mean living in a country where our rights should be equal. Just because I'm gay don't make me less equal, less. Maya, you're that girl, okay? I do think that this season overall did really well with pacing. Season 14, them girls was there for 5 months. Their families were probably putting out missing persons reports because it was so long. I enjoyed the pacing of this. I didn't mind a one-time filler episode because the twists and turns that the competition took. When it came to Mirage going home seconds, I think everybody's jaw was on the floor. Not the fact that, she was eliminated, but the way that it came about. She didn't know the words. She didn't know the words.
She don't know the words.
Another lip sync that I go back and watch damn near every day is that Maya and Plasma lip sync. So many people have so many thoughts that, oh, Maya should have went home. She took her wig off, da 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 da. I'm sorry, Maya smoked her. I know that lip sync like the back of my left and right hand put together. And Plasma, beautiful queen, great gowns, beautiful gowns. She didn't know where to go, who to be, or when to be there. I'm so sorry. But watching that live, I felt like I was in a fever dream within my own home. And I loved every minute of it. I personally deemed Maya Iman LePage the curse breaker of Drag Race because she broke literally every curse of Drag Race or every lip sync rule and still managed to stay. Honestly, she broke every rule. She got somebody to design her dress for her, which, you know what, girl, I do not blame you. Get how you live. But she took her shoes off. She took her wig off and still served it. And the one lip sync that she followed every rule, she still went home. So I don't know. What does that tell you? Rules were meant to be broken. We love you, Maya. I would also be remiss if I forgot to mention the whole Plain Jane and Amanda Torre meeting storyline. I think while Plain Jane came in a little strong, that was probably one of the most entertaining eras of Drag Race or entertaining breakouts when it came to a season in a long time. We have not seen a genuine, just full out villain because I think, unfortunately, the girls are scared because the fan base is rabid. Like, y'all jump on anybody that, doesn't fit your criteria to be able to say certain things or, have certain critique. And these are professionals on the screen, regardless of what anybody thinks. All of these queens auditioned and RuPaul chose them. So anything they do within this competition, sure, people can have their thoughts, but y'all got to be more respectful, because when y'all back up and stop acting crazy, we can have more moments where the girls, for lack of a better term, let loose.
Let loose.
Plain Jane, however self produced it was, however real it may have been, I appreciate you, sister, because you did that. You ate that one little thing. My last thought, I don't know what needs to happen, who needs to be talked to, what contracts need to be signed, what availability needs to be freed up. But I would love for the main judging panel to be RuPaul, Michelle Visage, Law Roach, and T.S. Madison. The chemistry that was oozing out of my screen on that Dollhouse episode, it was absolutely palpable. Y'all have to get Law Roach. Whatever his fee is, pay it. I know y'all have the budget. Y'all have the MTV money now. There's no excuses, okay? There's no excuses. But yes, y'all, those are my thoughts on Drag Race Season 16. Let me know what y'all thought. Am I too little, too late? It don't matter, because you watched the video. But yes, y'all, comment y'all's thoughts on the season. Comment what y'all think about All Stars 9. I'll have a video coming out about that soon. And just let me know what y'all want to see. I'll see y'all later. Peace out. Bye.
Race?